and all that, I say self-determination is everything. You know, if you want somebody to help you, you got to help yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody coming out. It's like I've been to all of the gatherings that we had, and this one is like the biggest turnout. It's like it's getting more and more people every year, it seems to me. And I just want to thank everybody for coming and have a good time.
Okay. Okay. Who wants to do the next one? Come on, Stephanie and Marcus. Marcus. This one lighter. Give him the red. You just have the lighter by you. Now another red one. Can you flick it, baby? Okay. Like that. Like that. Can you do that? You ain't been handling them right here.
She can take a picture.
Okay, let me see. Can you use this one then?
You can't do that one?
Yeah, push that and then flip. Yeah, push it and flip. Push it down. There you go. Push it again. To the light. Okay, great.
Good.
Oh, thank you. Big boy.
So number 3 is Ujima, collective work and responsibility to build and maintain our community together and make our sisters and brothers' problems our problems and to solve them together. It's funny, it's like God gives you what you need when you don't really realize it. I'm Stephanie. I've known Beverly for a number of years, and I guess the thing that I can reflect on, my inspiration is always God and my family, first of all, and it has been throughout this year. I think I've really focused on getting more focused on God and getting that connection spiritually with Him as the inspiration for everything that I do. And the collective work and responsibility for me and helping each other is something that I've been focused on as well in a practical way, just trying to continue to work with other people, other women in recovery, and other women in the community. I work through my church in whatever way I can, and to be there for my family in a practical way without being like a doormat or, you know, trying to just do everything for them. And being an example for my children. This is my daughter right here, and she's graduating next year, which I'm really proud of, in UCLA. And my son, being an example for him in his efforts to get through the challenges that he faces in life, even at a young age. And just, you know, I really appreciate this principle because it does focus on the work, the practical use of principles, you know, so that we're not just waiting for God to do something for us, that we have to do it for us.
Exactly.
And so I appreciate that, and I really appreciate you.
Yes. Yeah, always. Okay, Aunt Helena, the baby. Come and burn the candle for,
I have to read. Yeah, you can burn mine.
No.
That's the baby girl.
Javia, what's your baby name? Maya. Come here, Maya.
She's so shy.
There you are, Helene.
You go over there with your daddy. Go over there with Tom.
Come here, Maggie. What are you
Burn
doing?
a candle, baby. Now, we're going to have to, where that bread will go.
Sit down.
No. Put it on there. Okay. Which one?
Personal inspiration. You don't have to go by that.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Or something that has been a joy to you this year?
Who inspired you?
Some inspiration this year maybe,
Your
or
blessing?
you got some big money to tell us about it? You know? Yeah.
Anyway, I thank God for family and friends. And I had a big loss, we did, my sisters and I, all of us, my mother this year. And she had been sick for years and years. But she had gotten to the point where she was just in pain and everything else. And we prayed, I prayed that God would take her peacefully. And he did. She died peacefully. And I'm sure she's in heaven with God now. And I'm thankful for that. And God has seen me through. You know, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here. And he's with me all the time. I've had some medical problems myself, but God has always seen me through. And if it wasn't for him, you know, I don't know what I would do. You know, when nobody else is with me, he's always been with me. Yeah. And I can depend on that. And I want to thank God for, well, prosperity too. You know, I've had a good job, and I've been able to retire and lead a good life, not have to worry so much about, you know, where the money's coming from or whatever. And I have my home, which is paid for, and a car that's paid for. So.
Right.
You blessed.
Come on with the blessing.
So I'm thankful to God for that. And I just ask God to, some of my children are having problems, and I worry about that a lot. But I know things will turn out okay for them. You know, I pray for it. You don't see things happening right now, you know, when you ask for it. It seems like sometimes you pray for years and years. Mm-hmm. But it just doesn't happen the way you want it to. And sometimes it doesn't happen at all, you know. And that's God's way. You know, he might answer your prayer in another way. But, you know, you don't give up. You just keep praying and keep having faith. And it'll get you through.
All right.
All right.
Amen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Everybody, don't want the candles.
What's the name
From here,
Family. Not here, not here.
yeah.
Come on,
Chill up, Blackie.
You need that camera.
Denitha, you have to write a candle for Derek.
What do I say good? You finna say something? Who finna say something? I will. I'll say it. Come on.
Get the match. Get the match. Yeah, get those. That'll be. Yeah, maybe
The match is right there. Okay, like the green one, yeah. Okay, which festival we on?
Nia, purpose to make our collection.
Our collective.
Collective, I ain't got no glass, can't see nothing. A building and development of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. That's true. I'm trying to be part of that purpose. God has placed himself in me, engraved himself in me in the last. He's always been with me, but in the last 10 to 11 years, God has engraved himself into me where I have a conscience today. I love giving and helping. God revealed to me in my sleep things that I should do when it comes to the community or with my family. God keeps me patient when I get over anxious and want things to happen right then. God has been my friend and my counselor and my father. God has showed me so much about life that I had took for granted. And like Aunt Helena was saying, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be standing here today for all the things and I used to do out there in the streets that I made, that I thought was the thing to do. That's how naive I was on how God really wanted me to live. But I believe that he took me through that, all through that, to get where I'm at today, to give back. The experiences. It ain't no if, and, but, and what I read, that's what I experienced when I go to work every day and help women that are locked up in prison with their children. I don't have education. I don't even have a GED or high school diploma, but I work with professional people and know just as much as they know, and they only read the book. That's where God is working in my life. He's showing me that you've been there, now you're finna give it back, and I want to give it back. I'm willing to help. When I get to work, I feel complete. I feel happy. I got a purpose. I feel like this is my purpose. I prayed for Imani for 4 years straight. I prayed for a baby. I didn't know that Imani was going to be his name until I went to one of these celebrations at a job that I was working at, and they did the 7 principles, and the last one taught me I wanted to change my name to Imani. And God blessed me with the baby I had been praying for 4 years, and I named him Imani. I said, whether it be girl or boy, it's going to be Imani, because faith brought me this far. My faith told me I'm pregnant. The doctors told me I wasn't. God said, no, you pregnant. It was God answered prayer. He answers all your prayers. You don't answer them when you ask for them. Right then, that instant gratification of I want what I want when I want it right now. But he answers all your prayers. And if he don't give it to you, that's because you don't need it or wasn't supposed to have it. He don't make no mistakes. And he do hear all prayers. I just want to thank God for shaking me and waking me up this morning and giving me the strength and the energy and having the pleasure of having my family with me one more year. Like my husband was saying, we may not do this again next year because we're doing it 5 years in a row, but who is he to say or I to say what God wants us to do?
Exactly.
You know, the spirit of past him, yeah, we're doing it at the last minute like we did the very first one, and it was the best to me. It was very spiritual and warm and cozy. And I got to taste all of them. I just like, I know that God is working this because I don't be feeling like doing it. When it's time to do it, when it's a month ahead, I'll be like, I'm going to do Kwanzaa next month. I ain't doing Christmas, I'm doing Kwanzaa. But when it get here, I'll be so tired in that anticipation that I be drained. Right. But it happens. And I thank God, and I thank all of you for coming. And I really thank you, Stephanie, for coming. I love you so much. You don't know how you helped me through those crucial 2 or 3, 4 years with your mellow calmness. Helped me with my radical aggressiveness. I thank you and I love you today. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Somebody hand me a napkin. I'm for real though. That's beautiful. Okay, number 6. Who's gonna read number 6?
Cal.
Who was
Sabrina. That's Sabrina, right?
Okay. Lady of the house. Lady of the house. I ain't lying. Lady. Come on, sweetie. Don't strike a match. You like this one? Come on around here. Who's gonna read? Don? Okay. Grandmama?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah. You take that. You light the candle.
Which one we doing? Which one you doing, Mama?
Okay.
Number
6.
Number 6. Kwanzaa. Creativity. To do always as much as we can and the way we can in order to leave our communities more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited.
creativity has always been a part of my life. In every job that I've had, it's been a job where I feel like I can give a part of myself to it. I've worked for the NAACP, and now I work for the Housing Authority. And in it, we have to be creative in order to help our people get better than what they are. The Housing Authority means the projects in Section 8 in the city of LA. And we have a lot of people who need a lot of help, and they need creative types of help. Because our older adults don't know how to read, it takes us to create a way for them to learn it without making them feel less than what they are. It's the same difference with our mothers. And we have a lot of teen mothers who have babies and no education. And they're babies raising babies. So we have to be creative in the way that we teach them. We can't hurt them or put them down. We have to help them stand up high and create a way to have a better life for themselves and their children. And we do it in the Housing Authority through education and vocational training. We help them to learn to dress, feed their babies, do everything they need so life is better for them. We know that we're successful in what we're doing because families bring back families. We've been able to spread all over this whole city, over in the valley, over in Culver City, and those of us that work in this kind of situation where we are loving our people so much that we're trying to give them what they need so that they can learn to make steps. Every one little step means they're going to make 2 or 3 more on their own. They need us sometimes to push them, sometimes to be creative in the jobs we get for them, sometimes to pick them up in the morning and take them to the job. But we do it because we know that God has stated that that is our chore in life, and it's what we're supposed to do to give back to our own people. We all that work in the Housing Authority feel like we love and we love and we love and we do it by helping our own people. So we feel creative at all times and good about what we do because we know the Lord is with us every step of the way. Each step that we make, the Lord gives us a second step and a third step. And I thank God for every year that I've lived. It's 66 of them gone by. And every one of them has been better than the other. I want to continue to be what I am because He gives me self-satisfaction. It makes me feel like I'm a part of what God put me here on earth. I love that I'm creative. I love that I work in a creative situation. And I thank God for it.
Amen.
Amen. Okay. Number 7, Cherie and Doree. Go, come on, one of you ladies over there.
Cherie, you want to light it? Cherie, one of y'all.
Come on now.
Come on. It's our plan.
Some matches right there, girl. Let her light it. She know how to work lighters. Don't burn yourself, sweetie. Put it down. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Imani,
Somebody answer their phone.
faith,
Oh.
to believe with all our heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. Faith. I always had faith. I have faith because I remember like in like 96 to 97 was a bad year for me. I tried to commit suicide because of my kids' fathers. They just passed 2 years apart, and I felt like I was just all alone, which I wasn't. So Mother Patricia and Denise, I guess Doris had called, and they came to the hospital, and said, what are you doing? What are you doing? Trying to kill yourself? And he said, you gotta have faith, you're gonna be all right. Damn, excuse me, you guys, but you know. And then Tina, I wasn't really into no church, but I started going to her church. And I was a member, and I became a member, and I started being more into church. I was in the choir, I was going to different churches, and my kids were in the churches, and then it failed. I guess because the church, I don't know, they were pushing me too much or whatever, but I still got faith. I've been going like from different apartments because the people lost it and I had to move. I have faith that my mother is with me now. Before she really wasn't, but now she is, and I love my mother, and I also have faith that she'll be back with me. And I had lost, I really walked out of my job in '97 too, because of the way they did me. I had been there since '93. I had learned the computer system, and they took the other girl with the college degree instead of me, and they wanted me to train her, so I said no. I left the job. I went on with nothing. You know, I didn't have nothing, no money. I got a job like in 2 days at Circuit City. And I was working there, and then all of a sudden I started getting money, but I didn't have nobody to tell me how to budget it. Because I should have had a house by now, but I don't know what happened. But I got faith today because I got pre-qualified for my house for $140,000. So, hoping in the beginning of the year, I can start looking for my own house now. So, I always say when you pray, I'm telling you, when you pray, God will help you. And it comes true when you pray. When you pray, it comes true. And I am living proof that when you pray, it comes true. And I love God first, then my kids, then myself, which I know I must love myself first, then my kids, but I love my kids. And I just want Cherie to have faith in school and to know that she has to go all the way. You can't stop, you can't have no babies right now. I'm not saying you can't, Doris. I just want y'all to know that this is a struggle. And I love y'all. Y'all the reason I'm here. And Auntie Baby didn't invite me. But probably because I never go nowhere. I'm always at home or here. I'm here. I came because I needed to come. My family is always gonna be there for me.
Sure.
We always have fun. We together. I don't care how we do. We have fun. I just have a lot of faith, and I work with recovering women too, and I like helping them and seeing them go through the struggle of being out there on the streets. And when they come there, they talk to me. They look into me as like a big sister to them, because it seems like they don't really know things, but I really like my job. Like when I'm at work, I feel complete too, man. You know, I feel like it's a family there, you know. And I just thank God, because when I had no job, no money, no car, I lost my car and everything. I had lost everything, and I just prayed on it. And I kept going to church with Tina. And
That's right, put Tina in.
and I kept going, I kept going. And everything just came back to me. You know, we went through a lot together, me and her. We didn't have no home. We didn't have nothing. We had a little bit of nothing. And it came back to me, and now I'm just going to keep the faith, keep praying, and
Keep what you got.
keep what I got. Yes. Don't lose it. And I love my family very much, and I just hope that we always stay together and bond together, and I can come to you guys for anything. Thank you.
Man.
Okay, now we're just gonna go around the room and everybody needs to say what they need to say to help them with their spirit. Come.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna give thanks to God first for bringing me here, and
this is all new to me, and I think I like it. And God's been a very big part of my life. I mean, I've been in church all my life, in and out, and I've been through the ringer. And God's done brought me out well and alive, and God's just always been there. You know, every time I'm in something, He gets me out. And I know it's because my mother prays all the time, and I do. My mother is the state supervisor of Church of God in Christ, which I think is a really big blessing, because my grandmother had that position, and she passed away, and the bishop gave it to my mother. And first she was a missionary, and she used to go to the prisons and teach Bible study to the women in prison. And when he offered her that position, she wouldn't take it unless she could still be the missionary, you know, and do missionary work and that. And so she does it both, and I just pray for her because, you know, she does so much in her job, and it just wears her down, and she's just there for everybody. And I just look at her because back when she used to be an alcoholic, and I mean, and I look at it and I'm like, God's good. I mean, God is really good. And I know if He can do it for her, man, anybody can, you know, change. I mean, there's hope for anybody. And I just thank God for keeping me strong, because I've been going nuts, stressed, and I'm away from my children. And I mean, I have no one here. I mean, listen at your mic, and I'm making them to hear. And it's really hard. Talked to my daughter today. She says, Mom, okay, the joke's over. Come on home. She says, I mean, my mom here. She says, all my friends' moms are here. My mom's not here. I mean, she's 19 years old with her family, you know, and it just, I don't know, it just really touched me today. Miss my granddaughter so much, but I just thank God for keeping me so strong and dealing with what I have to deal with. And I think they've been holding me for inviting me here. It's very nice. And nice to meet everyone here. Thanks.
Stay for the party.
That's right.
Okay, I want this young lady, I think because she got a beautiful name. Nani. Okay.
Little lady outside.
Oh, that is sweet. Okay.
I think for me, probably one of the March. And I've just been trying real hard to figure out what I want to do with my life, what job I want to take. And a lot of times I forget that I don't need to worry about it, that God will guide me where I need to go. So that's basically He'll put me in the right path.
Nani is, she's an inspiration for me, because I remember when she was just going to school, and now she done moved out, got a place, and she's got a career going. She's awesome. She's complete. Stella.
Okay. You guys, I have to know that I'm nervous, and it's a very good nervous, but anyway, first of all, I thank God, and I thank Beverly for inviting me again, which you know I'll be there regardless. And first of all these principles fit in my life. First is God, because He keeps giving me the strength to move on and keep moving on. He keeps giving me that strength, and He hugs me every day with His love. He covers my people. He covers, you know, the ground that I walk on. He's always in front of me, behind me, above me, beneath me. And I know this, and I know there's been the places, time and places that I've been where I shouldn't have been. And I know that He was the one that grabbed my hand and said, "You're not in no child. You need to go home." So I'm so blessed that He brought me back to this life, you know, to this life, because now I appreciate every day that I wake up. I appreciate, you know, even the struggling things that I go through day by day. When I look at the news, I don't have a problem. I don't have any problems. I have been on disability with my neck, and I have faith in God that I might not even have to have the surgery. But it's been a time where He put me at rest. He told me that you need to sit down and rest and get your thoughts together and your mind together, because sometimes when you move too fast, you move on the wrong things. And some things, they might be placed in front of you, and it's not for you to move, it's for you to stay there. And I'm thankful for my daughter, because we have come together so much. And wherever my child is, I love you. She's in Ohio with her father, but they don't tell me where they are. But I love her, and we're coming. Through the problems we've had, we've come very close. And with her personality, we've come close. Even her education part, because like you were saying, it's very important that you continue in school, because like Debbie said, we don't have GEDs, we're going by faith and knowing people that put people in your life to help you strive on. We know that happens every day. And I know it's no mistake that the people that I know are in my life, because I know that God gave me a choice to choose who I want in my life. And I also know that it took me 7 years to get my child back. And I pray to God that nothing happens that she'll ever go away again. She is a blessing to me. She's a blessing. I realized the day of Christmas how much I missed her. And when she's around, like, get out here, get that noise, please. You know, but I truly missed her. And that's good. I thank God for my mother, and I thank Him for my father, and both of them have had a long life and a hard road, but we've all made it through just fine. And I have something to be thankful for, because I was asking. Someone asked me to marry them yesterday, and I accepted. And it's very, it's different, because I don't really know what to do. All I know is just to be excited, you know, and try to make everything work. And I'm just thankful for God. And we're always in church, and we're always praying about different things in different situations, but sometimes God says work on yourself. You know, and sometimes people don't understand that when you distance yourself, you're working on yourself so you can come back to yourself and present yourself to that person. So I give my blessings to everyone, and just have a good year.
Amen.
Lily.
The year 2000, it's been a sorrowful year for me.
I got it.
It's the time that I lost my very best friend in the world. I'm referring to my mother. Well, I can't talk about my mom, but I'm thankful that I have family that are helping me to get over the loss of my mother. My mother and I were always together. We were the best of friends, and I miss her. But like I said, I'm thankful that I have family that's helping me get over the loss of my mother.
Amen.
Michael Mitchell,
D.D. Michael Mitchell.
My name is Michael Wayne. I want to give 2000, I guess, was a good year for me, you know. Still the same person. I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I'm going to get married eventually. So that's my fiance over there.
Over there? What's that?
Everybody has to slow down in their life. I guess it's my time to slow down.
Excuse me.
And like I said, I enjoy it. I see all my friends here that I seen last year. Like I say, everybody's looking better than what they was last year. They looking better.
What's your dog?
I have a good time, man. I love everybody.
What's up?
Right.
Dee
I want to thank God for bringing me here this morning, and I want to thank Him for letting the family get together, because this is what I love, to see the family getting along and being together.
Right.
What I want to say to everybody that don't think it's hope, it's always hope. Don't ever give up, and whatever you want, keep the faith, and you can do it. Just, have faith and stay strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say I'm thankful for my ancestors and these youngsters who are going to be our future doctors and lawyers.
For sure.
And that's it. Happy Kwanzaa.
Right.
Thank you.
Does it all? Fuck mom, you did it yet?
What about the pretty lady back there with the baby? What about the lady with the pink on? Somebody.
Okay, well, I just want to thank God who's the head of my life, and I just have so much to be thankful for. God has truly blessed me this year. Oh, God, it's just so much, I couldn't tell it all. I thank God for blessing me with a wonderful husband. It was a long time coming, but I thank God for my husband, and I thank God for his patience, and I thank God that he, he came, married me, and he go to church with me, because that's important. The Bible says, how can two walk together unless they agree? And I thank God for that, and I don't take that lightly or for granted, because I've been in relationships where, the person don't go to church or something like that, and it just pulls you apart. So I really thank God that my husband is involved in church with me, and I just thank God for the gathering and the family members, and I just want to say that if he don't do anything else for me, he has done enough this year.
Amen. Amen.
Very good.
Anybody else want to say something?
I'll say it. I want to thank God for faith and my family, and I'm learning. I can always thank God, and God is there for me even when I'm doing bad. God is always there for me, and I know that it's not God that is causing me to do bad. And that's how I'm learning about faith. And I thank you so much for my mother, and she's an inspiration to me and my family. And I've been through a lot, but for some reason it's God. I don't know what is in faith that I go on, and I haven't been, having self-pity and maturing, and that's because of faith. And faith is a blessing.
Amen. Constance?
Okay. I'm Constance, and I thank God for me and for all of you guys here, and I really thank God because this year I had a very good year for my sister Tricia, and my sister Beverly, and my family for supporting me. But I thank God, and I thank him, and I thank him.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with it.
And I'm praising him, but I keep thanking him.
Exactly.
All right.
Amen. I want to hear my auntie speak.
Okay.
Because you made me cry last year.
My greatest inspiration is God. And everybody in here is an inspiration to me.
I'm about to drop this camera. Chills went all down my back.
This is really, really good, Beverly. This is really good. I was thinking earlier today, I said, this has been going on this is the 5th year? I said, and it's all on the news about Kwanzaa. They doing it all over, everywhere now.
Right.
And I said, from where we came from, I said, now we doing Kwanzaa celebrations, doing it like this, And I've been inspired by, like I said, I've been inspired by everybody in this room, people that I see walking down the street. I love everybody.
Amen.
Praise the Lord.
Okay,
Hi, I'm the latecomer to this Kwanzaa celebration, a wonderful celebration, and I first want to say happy birthday, belated birthday to Jesus. Of course, it's his birthday, his passing, and maybe now in this celebration time. And I'm thankful, most thankful, of course, that I have God in my life, and I worship him. I am also brought closer to God, of course, because of my fiancé. I will add, you'll know that is true. I strive to do a greater thing in life by becoming a closer entanglement with my heritage and also with the future. And I see that through children's eyes. I try to. Of course, I have to. They're not here. Well, there's one of them. And I always try to.
That boy, he was gonna set up. You can have little cheese.
Come on, let me sit. Exactly. I want to be able to take a new tradition on in their lives. That's what's important to me. And the Mitchell family has brought me closer to realizing that our family unity and continuing on a new tradition through the ages is what's most important in my heritage. And I love this legacy.
Okay, Denise?
That's right. That's right.
Well, I want to thank God. I want to thank God for letting me be here today. I just experienced where I was real sick, but I'm better now. And I want to thank my mama for always being there for me, and my family. And I want to thank him for being there for me. And I had a good year, but right now, it's like the end of the year, I'm struggling. But I have faith, and it's going to get better for me. And just want to thank everybody for being there for me and helping me. I love all y'all.
Can I just say one last thing? You know, all of us have had bad things happen to us, or done bad things, or things that we've been ashamed of, but we can always feel or know that God will forgive us if you're sincere and you really ask for forgiveness and repent. I mean, you don't have to worry about those things. You can just start your life anew. And I just want to let everybody know to have hope for the future and never give up.
That's right. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa.
Wait. We're gonna do Marcus. Okay, we coming. We ain't forgot her. Go ahead, baby. Stand up, Marcus. Stand up, Marcus.
That's it. Happy Kwanzaa.
What you want to say, sweetie?
Since I'm not a grown-up, I've had some troubles, I think a few months ago when I was in 5th grade probably, and I was falling through depression. I wanted to commit suicide. Oh my goodness. And I always had this death dream that I would just be like Jesus in that crucifix at that time. And I studied that time, and we started going to church, and I talked to my dad, like, I said, what if I die? What would you do?
Okay, go ahead. It's all right.
Okay, Marcus.
Strong, Marcus. You.
You're still here.
You're still here. It'll be all right. You're still here. I still wait. Did y'all hear what he said? That he was the old son that he had. And he went there without him.
All right.
Amen.
Thank you, baby. Amen. Praise him.
Amen. Sweetie, you want to say something?
Come on, sir.
Stand up, bro.
All right.
2000 was an okay year for me because my friends, they would say stuff like, my dad is taking me to the movies or something, you know, say something about their dad, and they will always ask me why I'm not taking them because I don't have a father. My dad is deceased, so I wouldn't have anything to say, and my grades went down. I have 4 fails now, and I'm trying so hard in school, and I know I'm disappointing my mom, and I'm sorry, because I love my mom, and I love my sister, and I know she's trying, and then I go and make her mad by getting to go to school, but I can't concentrate because it be so much on my mind, and I'm sorry, and I thank God for letting my mom help me, and I thank God for being here today.
Amen. It's okay, bro.
It'll be all right.
Okay, Sweetie. You want to say something, Sweetie? You want to say something, Eric?
First of all,
I know.
I want to say,
My eyes all blue here.
first of all, I want to say thank you for God for giving me the chance to live in 2000 and hopefully more.
Can't go back now.
I'm thankful for my end. As it turns out, when she was going through trouble, I was able to help her out. And I'm just thankful for it.
Amen.
Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah. Blue Tony.
Yeah, I want to say thank God. And thank you for being here. I want to say, you know, I'm going through problems right now in my life. I believe I have faith, and I know it's going to be all right. And I thank God, because it's been a long time, me and my family been together. And I thank Him for letting us be together, my mom, my kids, my sisters, nieces, and nephews. I thank God for Denise and her family, because they're beautiful, and He have really brought somebody real in my life, and I just thank God for that.
That's right. Right, Kim.
Amen.
Got one more. Michael Mitchell. Gotta have Michael.
Come
on, Michael Mitchell.
I want to say something.
Okay, after Michael Mitchell. I forget why he's good now.
You want to say something, Michael?
Well, grateful for being back here with my family. Carol. And just good to be a part of this. First one I've ever been through.
Okay, you gotta open them up a little bit.
I want
There
to
you
thank
go.
God for family once again, and thank God for Beverly and Tony coming together. And when Granny got sick, Granny Maxie got sick, and my family, my brothers and sisters moved away, we kind of didn't see each other that much and get together that much. And growing up, I always remembered being over at Lily's house and Curlin's house and Granny's house, everyone coming over. So I thank God for you two being together because we're getting together more again.
Yeah. Amen.
Okay. And I always invite people over your house. I'll be
That's
sure
okay. Okay, we have some more family from San Diego. This is their first Kwanzaa. Also, and they from Iowa, but they came in from San Diego. And this is the first Kwanzaa. Go ahead, Tony.
Okay, this is Monique.
I'm on there.
My daughter Monique, my friend Sean. All right,
How you doing,
down
Sean?
visiting from Iowa.
And their timing is perfect.
Timing is perfect. Basically what we're doing, we're just sharing, what baby?
Kwanzaa.
Definitely the Kwanzaa, but...
Okay. We're celebrating Kwanzaa, and Kwanzaa is an African American celebration, only one we have. So that's why we have to, 5 years in a row. We have to do this every year because this is the only one that we have. It's like 15 years old. And when they was having them, before I was introduced to them, they having in very, very small parts of the city, but nobody still didn't know about it. Now, since Stevie Wonder has KJLH, he's constantly putting it on the radios, and other stations are catching on, and it's catching on. So by the time our kids, or my kid, or your grandkids get grown, they would be off into the celebration. They would recognize it more, I'm sure, like they do Christmas and Easter and Martin Luther King and whatever. But we need to keep it going. If I don't get one next year, somebody in the family should get one next year.
Right.
No, it's a very spirit. It keeps the spirits connected. It helps you find and focus on yourself. And it gives you a chance to just be around everybody with hugs and kisses. It ain't all about what I'm giving you and how much it costs. It's about you opening up your heart to me. And open up your house to me or your home and feed me. You know, that's love. And that's what love is all about, and that's what God is all about. We're all one big old family. I know I did it at work, and I had Germans there, Mexicans there, Polars there, all different nationalities enjoyed it. And they said they're going to start doing it too. So it's like, this is ours though. We need to hold on to it.
Let me add this to it, is that I stated earlier that it should branch off. When we do this, by this gathering come about, somebody in here is going to branch off and going to get more family members and friends and whatnot, okay? Because me and my family, we're going to always do it, whether you're here or not. It's just something that we decide belongs to us, and we're going to continue to do this, okay? But when I stated up there that we may not do this again, we're going to always do it. But we may not do it with you. You okay? So, if it's just me and my wife and my son, we'll do it. If it's just me and my wife, my son, my mother, my brothers, we'll do it. Okay? Me and my wife, my sons, my mother, my brothers, my aunties and cousins, we'll do it.
It'll probably be in the week of the Kwanzaa.
But all I'm saying is, families branch off. And other families come in. That's what happened. That's called what? A people, a culture. Okay? So that's what I mean when I'm speaking on that. That's the only way it's going to grow, for it to branch off. Okay? But like I stated earlier, I didn't want to get this taken out of context, but that's what it's all about.
Right.
Love you.
Happy Kwanzaa.
No, Mike Wayne. Hold up for a minute. Hold up. Give me something. We're going to do I wanted to do
not yet.
Sade up a little bit.
Not yet.
With some questions. 7 questions. It's like a little game we're going to play. Whoever has the answer, I got a little gift for you.
Right.
Okay, it's just 7. I think that's 7. I'm sure that's 7 here. Oh, come on. And anybody here know what Kwanzaa means? The word Kwanzaa?
Say.
First. Tina. She said it first. Hit Tina.
Oh, Kwanzaa, not Imani. I'm tripping. Faith.
Okay, what type of celebration is Kwanzaa?
Cultural, African-American celebration.
You better come up here a little bit. You never up there. Whoever said it first, this is whoever said it first.
Repeat it so everyone knows what it is.
Oh, how many principles are there? 7! What day does Kwanzaa start?
Lay in the back. Who got that? You don't do that. What day it is? The first.
How many days does it last?
6.
The first is over with. So how many days
What does a rumba mean?
Who named that?
Stephanie?
I can't hear. I need you to hear.
What does a rumba mean? Put together. It's too late, y'all missed it.
You want it? I'll get my cheek slipped out.
When you celebrate Kwanzaa, it's an African American celebration, what are you really celebrating of? That's right, you gotta get it.
She only win one.
But that doesn't mean no, I didn't know. You should get this one. Okay, what is the first candle you burn?
Fluffy on that. Y'all heard me all the way across the street.
I want to win something. I got one more. Anybody got a...
I got quarter. I got one! Oh. I thought I won. You said who got a quarter? I got quarter.
How many years have we been doing it? Angelina got it.
Yeah,
Okay. What the Kwanzaa mean?
Go eat for today.
What day is it today? Oh, I don't have no price.
Mia! Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
I won. What I win? I didn't eat first.
What's your purpose? Mia, it's our purpose of being here. Mia. Kwanzaa! Nobody did nothing together. That's our purpose. Why you not already?
Find comments at very sure.
You hear what I asked?
Okay, let's eat. Let's eat. Let's get the